capital M, and Minecraft should be up there. Wonderful. This portrait. So now I need you. Edit you. Wonderful. About correct. Is there a way that I could about analytics? No. But that's all right. That's all right. All right. Hello, 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 hello. Get back over to here. I'm going to start up my music real quick. I know you just absolutely love hearing copper golems get roasted in the background. What's up, Waves? How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're at least doing a little better. So, today we're gonna go for a little while. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue on our light post project. So I got a lot of stuff for the light posts gathered. All right, you're all good, Waves. You're all good. You're all good, Waves. Just good to see you. So happy to see you. So stay awesome, be awesome, Waves. Hello, hello, Kyler. How you doing? Let's here. Need to jump over to my studio real quick. Just need to pull this up. Perfect. That's good to hear. I am really sorry, WE9. I do not understand what you said. I wish I could speak that language. I do not. Fortunately. But hello anyways. I hope you're doing well. I am right now trying to get the right thing open. So all right, there we go. There we go. So today we are going to be working on more lampposts. So we're going to go grab the last few things that we need for that. I know we got a lot of stuff in here, so I actually need dark oak. I don't need spruce. But we consolidated our spruce, so that's good. So that's good. And then we need that guy, those guys. Right like that. We're going to throw some of this other stuff away. Part of the reason why we're doing this today is because I just want to let it sit a little bit longer on what we're going to do with the top half of this. Yo, Crystal, thank you so much for the follow. It means the world. what we're going to do with the iron farm. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Then I need to figure out daylight sensor, quartz glass slab. So that's not too big of an issue. Wonderful. Quartz glass slab. I know I got plenty of glass. Biggest thing is going to be quartz, but we should have plenty of quartz because we get that from piglin bartering. So, but yeah. So, I'll go over here. And we might swap up what we're doing just because. What's up, Apollo? Welcome back. Just because that's what's going to make my brain tick. So. Oh, yeah. Those aren't planks. Whoops-a-daisies. All right. It's really weird how I had just enough glass and slabs so that everything disappeared. But I still have quartz left over. It's weird. I don't know how to feel about it. But whatever. So, if you remember how we're doing this, what we're doing is we're putting 10 spots in between. We're doing redstone lamps. May not rest now. Too bed too far away. So, anyways, so this is our basic structure. We will have lanterns, we'll have a redstone lamp, and then a daylight sensor that's reversed on there. What's up, Jacob? How you doing? So, yeah. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So right here, put stone 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go right here. So we'll have another 3 right here. What are you doing, man? We are putting in light poles right now. So Finrad struggles with mobs attacking villagers because, well, when I initially was going to put in light poles, let me show you what I was originally going to do. I'm really starting to think I wasn't originally going to do this. I think this is actually something that just spawns in a village. And anyways, so this is what I was originally doing to light everything up. Heck yeah, Happy the dog. I just realized that's the default thing for the village. So the light up method was just torches everywhere. And torches everywhere looks ugly beyond ugly. So we're updating it. We're doing light poles. A lot of our builds have light built in. So like this. Like if I break the carpet, we actually have that. So all of our builds have them built in, but our walkways don't have any. Yeah. So Yeah, so that's why we're going to do the light poles. So, I just realized I don't have any of that. And I don't have a grindstone over here. Yeah. So, yeah, we might do like just this section and then swap over. I don't know why I didn't complete that one, but I didn't. But now that we have the basic structure of that down, we're actually gonna build. I don't have my redstone lights. Yeah, I like them. We were originally gonna go with a different design, and that's why I'm like, you know, everything we just gotta destroy. Like, everything just requires us to break it one time, or to build it, break it, and then it will look good. Like, I think that's how we're coming up with this guy. That's why this guy could be better. Nope. So. Redstone light. Glowstone and redstone, which I have plenty of all that, so. But yeah. Probably don't have as much redstone as I'd want, but that's okay. I don't have a full stack of redstone, so I don't need a full stack of glowstone. But yeah. So. What we'll do is we'll move this guy up, we'll move Useful and Bob over. Then I need to finish this guy up. We'll need to go get more lanterns, but I'm not as concerned about the lanterns right now in terms of like in the construction as we do it. So I will say though, if we put a daylight sensor down first, it actually makes it a little bit easier to build those. But oh my. Oh my. No, I'm doing so today's going well. Today's going well. The fact that we're streaming right now and getting frustrated that we can't land on top of a light pole is so much easier in Apex. Why is it easier in Apex? I'm gonna be defeated by a light pole. I'm gonna be defeated by a light pole. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. No, we got to have a lot of fun today at work. We got to have a lot of fun today at work. We got to load out a semi going to Kenya. So I was so excited about that. Then we'll get to send one over to Costa Rica next week. We've got Guatemala that could pop up anytime. Like, I am so excited for it. I'm so happy to be getting wheelchairs out. Like, it is the best part of my job, and we haven't done it in so long. Like, I am so happy to be doing it. So unbelievably happy to be doing it. So, ow. But yeah. I was on it. I wanted to be known. I was on it. My feet touched the light pole. My feet touched the light pole. I don't care what anybody says. There we go. Wonderful. I have a band-aid on my thumb because while we were loading today, like almost immediately, I cut my thumb on some cardboard and like it's not small. And now like the band-aid is making my thumb weird, which yeah. Mega Man, yeah. I try to be. So. Oh no, are you Apollo? How many are up? Are we 4? 4 up? Yo, Mega Man, thank you so much for the follow. It means the world. 4 up? Are we 4 up? Yes. We might be up 1 too high, honestly. Alright. Oh, that really stinks. That stinks, but sometimes you can't help it. So. Yeah, Apollo, I'm live on Twitch too. 2, 3, 4. But I do genuinely appreciate you watching on YouTube. So. That's not what's supposed to be there. That's not used to break that apart. Yeah. But yeah, I'm also live on YouTube. Or live on Twitch, so that still goes off the same light level. Nice. Nice. I literally was right next to a bed. I was right next to a bed. And I ran away from it. I'm sitting here going, ooh, it's spooky. Ran right past the bed. Right past the bed, man. So, wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. I messed that up. I'm going to break this for a very good reason. For a very, very good reason. I'm going to break it. Because that way. Apollo. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch, too. It means the world. It means the world. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, 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 boom. I think we're going to finish up this row, and I'm actually going to go back to the iron farm. So. Because I got a feeling. I got an itch. The only prescription is more iron farm. No, so the one thing I want to do on the iron farm is I want to have a very specific look from the road. And with how we have the iron farm set up, that might be a little challenging. And I think one of the things that's really going to make it even more challenging is I intentionally mess that up for no reason, is I want the sword to actually be within the building. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, I messed that up again. Like I actually want it to be in the building, which just doesn't always line up well to do that. So yeah. So let's grab some lanterns. Throw a whole bunch of this stuff back in. I have 6 lanterns. Wonderful. That's not actually an issue. We'll come over here, grab these emeralds, and just simply fly and go get more lanterns. So but I also really like where those end, because then we're in here at that point. So I do also need to think of a variation for I need to think of a variation for on the narrower streets. So because I'm looking at everything with Finrad. And what I think I'm going to need to do here soon is actually start working on parts of the upper district. So yeah. We're just going to fly and get 61 lanterns from the librarians. I think the librarians. So wonderful. All right, that should be enough lanterns for now, so we're only going to grab what we need. So, yeah. No, but we got... Okay, so we got to load out a load to Kenya. We shipped like 700 wheelchairs today. I did about half the load loading the container, and then my body just collapsed. Yeah, Jacob, just wait till we go through this portal. See the project we're working on. And yes, I did say project, not projects, because this is all one big project. Yeah. So, it's going to be so big when it's done. But how you doing, Jacob? How you doing? You know, I just realized I have enough to do. Like, hello, Ali. Ali. Hello, hello. So we'll throw these guys up. Yeah. And this is the work in progress. I still have a castle and a mountain to build. Like, yeah, I said that right. We're building a mountain over there. Yeah. It is gonna be a process, but I have been loving every step of it, of the way. This is actually called Finrad, so the area we were, a mountain. We're gonna build a mountain over there. I'll fly over there in a sec. Yeah. So this actually has a name. It is called Finrad. So right around in this cove area, we're actually going to build a mountain, and underneath the mountain, we will have a little, whatchamacallit, harbor. So I've been playing on this server for 6 years. I've had this server for 6 years. So one of the reasons why this area is so far away from the other one is because I needed new terrain generation. So, yeah. So, now we get to do the fun thing of winging it. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a process and a half. So, I think what I need to do is I need to put in the sword before I do anything else. Yo, what's up, Colton? How you doing? But yeah, we've been that sounds really weird out of context. This is all Java. So a dead giveaway would be my iron golem farm. So also we're going to do something with that, and also I am doing good. I'm doing good. Ish. So this is supposed to be a smeltery, so yeah. So we'll have this repeated 3 times over here. And then in this build and hanging over, we're going to have a sword sticking into this build and sticking out like a giant sword. It's going to be an iron sword because, well, it's an iron farm. Yeah. So it's going to be a little outside of the usual, but it'll be good all the same. I am going to go and get... All right. Colton, thank you so much for the sub. It means the world. It means the world as we're on that road to 1,000. Oh my gosh, 1,000. Did he really say 1,000? He really said 1,000. I didn't know he'd ever say that number. Yeah, good to see you, Colton. Good to meet you. So, yo, Cryoanalyst. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Stay awesome, be awesome, Colton. Don't forget that you're loved and that you make the world a better place by being in it. Stay awesome, be awesome. Hello, Cryon. How you doing? Cyron. Cyron, not Cryon. Cyron. I am so sorry. Hello, hello, hello. But yeah. Like, my brain initially went cryo, or like a cryon chamber. Cryo chamber. Oh my gosh. Cyron. Okay. Is that right? Is Cyron right? Or no? Or is it Chiron? No. Oh my gosh. I'm usually so good at names. Hello, triple. Hello, hello, hello. Hmm. The Sea King is actually Apollo, and hello, Fartmelon. I know how to say that one. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. Okay, so is it Chiron? Is it Chiron Catalyst? Thank you so much. It means the world. It really, really does. Uh, all right, Jacob, you're all good. You're all good, Jacob. Stay awesome, be awesome. Don't forget that you're loved and that you make the world a better place by being in it. Stay awesome, be awesome, Jacob. Just read whatever you want. All right, I'll go with Catalyst. Hello, Mary. Welcome back. Yeah, this is Finrad Fartmelon. Um, I have an old world, so which is on the same server, just a different area. So, but I might need to go there because I have a bad feeling we're gonna need a lot more iron. A lot more iron block. I'd rather have too much iron block than not enough. But yeah. You know, it would have been smart. I would have done that. Are your posts recorded on Twitch? What do you mean by that, Catalyst? Oh. Redstone is ones and zeros. So you'll get two outputs. And then there are certain ways that you can get more than two outputs by doubling itself over on itself. So it's all ones and zeros. If you get coding, you'll get redstone. That's my best advice because I'm not the best at it. There's probably a little bit more delay on one of them. Usually, Twitch is a little bit ahead. So, hello, welcome back, Colton. So, this is the old world. And I call it the old world because the build that I'm in right now is actually the first permanent build that I did. And yeah. Yeah. YouTube's a little behind. Yeah. One's low latency and the other's ultra low latency. Yeah. Nice. Nice, Melon. Nice. I do have a lot of iron, though, so we aren't going to run out of iron. So that's a good thing. Catalyst, I've never really gotten into those type of games. I get why people say they're really good. I've just never gotten into those type of games. Like, I don't do processes that fast in my brain, so Oh my gosh. Why, Melon? Why? Why? Why would you build that? I'm over here going, I'm gonna make a giant sword. Melon's like, I'm gonna build an orbital cannon. Yeah. I really like the old world, it's just I'm kinda done with it. Yo, Catalyst. Is this a server? Yes, this is my own personal server. I've had it for about 6 years now. So, at one point in time, there were a lot of other people, but everything's just kind of life got in the way, or they're off doing their own thing. So, yeah, Melon, I can't say I get into a lot of wars on Minecraft. So, yeah, 6 years. Yeah. I've also been burnt out on Minecraft a lot. So, I just realized I don't have a baseline. I don't have a baseline. Catalyst new. It isn't that type of server. When I initially started it, it was going to be a lot more content creators, but that just didn't work out. So, trying to think. So what I'm doing right now is I'm counting the pixels on the sword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Because what I need to do is if I double that to 16, I can't really double it. I gotta cube it. Or I gotta square it. Because I need it to be out over the handle to be out over this. So what would I need is for people to be walking in and the sword to be sticking out like right here. I think what I do. Yes. Or did EFN? What are you on? Ogre Man? Huh? S&P has 3,000 Minecraft days old, so it's 2 real years. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna just start. I'm gonna start just. Building? Oh my gosh. Wild. What's my keybind for what? My keybinds are pretty much standard, except I swap shift and control, and then my FOV is on my mouse. Otherwise, everything's the same. So, yeah. The reason I have my key or my FOV on 5 is because I needed to go to this really quick and I don't like searching on my keyboard. But yeah, I swapped shift and control because that just works better for me. Do I have an interest in programming? I actually don't. That's never really been my cup of tea. Like I've been interested at times, but I haven't like full dived into it, you know? So I wonder if I go actually one down more. This actually might work out if I do it this way. If I don't have policy in my SMP, it's going to turn into chaos. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Yeah, I know programming is like the way of the future, especially for degrees. Especially for degrees. Yeah, King. Right now I'm alone, and when I feel like eventually I want to branch out and have more people on, then I will, but until then. Alright, so this actually ain't gonna work if I do it like this. I'm actually gonna go get my scaffolding. But yeah, there are other people whitelisted, and when I started streaming again, a couple of people did actually jump on. But yeah. Oh. Fishy guy, this is my own SMP. So, it's my own personal one that, yeah. I might eventually let other people on, but like, it's gonna be a whole process when I do, so. It's gonna be a lot more along the lines of Hermitcraft before it would ever be like a public server, so. And at that point, at that point, there's really no reason for me to open up the server because, like, it is 6 years along. So, yeah. And it runs when you're online. Oh my gosh. I try to be. You should see some of my first builds on this world. They did not look the best if they were not based off of something. That's the great thing about this area. Trying to do math in my head, so I need to let it just simmer for a second. You can definitely tell what my earlier birds were, so that one and that one, and I kind of went, I'm just building squares. So I did this guy, and I think this guy shortly after. So you're creating an Oracle server? What's that? What is an Oracle server? I think I need to... Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's constantly improving upon where I was. So I need to be right here. Like, this needs to be the edge of the sword. Then I'm so intelligent. $32 plus 52 is 84. Yes. Not quite the math I was doing, but yes. So, 1, 2. Nope. PID server? What do you mean by that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I pay for the server. Hmm. See if we can get at least the basic sword shape. Yo, Isabella, hello, hello. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So that is the basic sword shape. One, two, three, four, 6. My student, no. I am. I work full time. I actually work full time for a nonprofit, which I absolutely. Yeah, I'm making an iron sword right now, but I need to do. Okay, Isabella. um. Need to do the outline, which I think we do gray concrete and black concrete. Yeah, we're making the iron sword right now. But yeah, it's. Yeah. Nice. Da, 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 da. I might need to go get black dye. Famous for building traps. Uh-oh. Alright, Will. Stay awesome, be awesome. Will, don't forget that you're loved and that you make the world a better place by being in it. Do I play other games? Not on stream. I'll play Apex Legends and then I play a handful of RTSs and stuff like, or tower defense games for fun. So I'll play like Civ 5, Command and Conquer's, General 0 Hour, and then Age of Empires 2. Let's relax. So, yeah. Your base is filled with traps? Oh no. Oh no, Melon. So, I need black dye. Alright. I could have sworn I slept. Oh well. So, I'm going to say this now. This was duped on our server, and I have a very strict no duping server or policy. So that was there because I don't want anybody using it. So I know that can be a what? No, and I'm not that crazy. Even though blowing up stuff is fun. It is fun. Yeah. We have the TNT that could be legit, but somebody duped it, so it's just gonna sit there. I have contemplated getting rid of it, but then people that know about it would be like, hey, why'd you get rid of it if it's not supposed to be used? And then I would have to explain that I was just annoyed with explaining it. Please address the rumors you did shave dem brows live on stream. I did not. It's still a uni. This is Java. When do I stream? I tend to usually stream 4 days a week. I don't really say what days. And I'll usually start 7, 8 o'clock. I know Mondays for sure. I'm going to try to do an earlier Saturday stream. Just because I know I do have some people that actually are from across the pond. So. Hey, look. Java? Why? No, I'm on Java. Yeah. I'll usually get about... What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Guys, what am I thinking? I'll usually get about... I'm actually totally okay with doing that much of it. I try to get about 12 hours in of streaming a week. 10 to 12 hours, so I'm actually doing really well this week so far. Because I've gotten 200 subs since the start of November, only playing Minecraft, that's why. Isabella. Yeah, so Monday nights for sure, 7 o'clock. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Toto. How is Argentina doing? So, but yeah, I'll do Monday nights. Tuesday is really up in the air, and so is Wednesday. But then for sure Thursday, I try to do Friday and Saturday. It just kind of depends on what I got going on. I will always be streaming Minecraft. So try playing Poppy Playtime 5. It's on sale. What's my Twitch user? It's the same exact username, Schwonky Kong. So yeah. Poppy Playtown 5. Goodness me. I'd like to buy a vowel. I'd like to also buy the ability to do that properly. Whatever will hire you, Apollo. Literally, just go do something. Like, it's not rocket science. I don't speak Spanish, but I feel like that's what years or how many years? I've had the server for 6 years, if that's your question. But I don't speak Spanish, so if I'm totally wrong, you've been warned. So. But yeah. I actually do need to learn Spanish because my job could have it where I wind up in Central America a lot, so I know my boss loves going down to Costa Rica and Belize and all that, so. But yeah, I do have a job. So what I do right now, I'm missing one. Where is it? So what I do now is I work for a nonprofit where we distribute wheelchairs to people in needs in third world or not third world countries, other countries. It's just a lot of them tend to be third world countries where they might not have access to it. So I really love doing it. It's something I wouldn't trade for the world, and that's why I'm doing this. Is so eventually I can kind of just not be holding my breath with every paycheck. So I am San Miguel Contreras. Are you saying your name's Miguel? Hello, Miguel. All right, Melon. All right. It would mean the world. So, but yeah. So I was down in Costa Rica back in June to distribute wheelchairs, and it absolutely changed my life. Like, that's definitely a major factor as to why I'm streaming now, because of just how much it changed my life, and I wasn't even a person receiving a wheelchair. So, like I said, Apollo, anything. So, I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but like, if you go get a manufacturing job, that'll really change your perspective on a lot of things. Hello, Eli. How you doing? How you doing? That'll change your perspective on a lot of stuff if you go work manufacturing. The thing would be is have a plan for 3 years down the road. Don't get sucked into it. Like, have a plan. Totally, if you can, save as much money as you can and have a plan to go do something else. Go find something that you love to do. So yeah. We were down in Costa Rica, and the best way for me to put it is everything that I perceived as was wrong with me. Okay. Isabella, I really don't have You're all good, Melon. You're all good. I really don't play games with people. It's just something like a rule that I have. So, uh, but yeah. So story time. So when I was down in Costa Rica, one of the biggest things. Sorry, my brain just hard defaulted. So when I was down in Costa Rica, the first day we were there, because a lot of our donors go on these trips, and that will be really relevant as to why I'm saying that right now. Um, you say something to me? Oh, Isabella, no, no, no. Anyways, good governor, good governor. I'm sorry, Isabella. No, I don't have. Did he just bump his head on that? Anyways. Okay. Goodness me, goodness me, goodness me. I'm just starting all over again with the concrete now. But so when I was down in Costa Rica, the first day we were there, we have a lot of donors that go on these trips. So what they tend to do is they tend to schedule a free day where we go to the beach. They're also scheduling cultural days so we get to experience Costa Rica more. So what we did for our cultural event was we were hiking through best explanation volcanoes. Best explanation is straight up volcanoes. If you don't know, Costa Rica is Costa Rica is 100% all volcanic rock. So what that means is that everything that you might walk through is actually volcanic rock, right? Right now it's a hobby. Eventually I wouldn't be opposed to it becoming a full-time job. But so we're hiking through this valley between these two volcanic cliffs, and we're hiking along a river. That's what cut the valley. So we're going through the river, doing all that stuff, and we get to these two very close rock faces that there is rapids and like a 2 foot step up, 2 to 3 foot step up, and then you get to this little calm pool where there's just this beautiful waterfall in the middle of it, right? So we're climbing through all that, and full disclosure, I need to work on my weight. Like, every time I go in, they're like, "Hey, we really got to do something about your weight." Like, but I'm not. I'm not like 300 pounds away from being healthy. I'm like 50 to 100, right? Um, I would say actually probably closer to 100 from being healthy. And add on Twitch, no. Oh my gosh. That's insane, actually. But yeah, so. Yeah, Isabella. So we're hiking through this mountain, and it is hard, but like I get through it, and we get to this waterfall. And when I tell you that all of my anxiety disappeared in that waterfall, like in that moment, I am not exaggerating. Like, straight up. All of it disappeared. I cannot explain to you how it did, but it did. So what you're telling me is that 45 people just saw me mess this up? What you're telling me is 45 people just saw me mess this up? Is that what you're telling me right now? You're telling me 45 people just watched me mess this up? Ugh. All right. Anyways. But yeah, so I've had a lot of issues with self-confidence, with anxiety, with depression. And while we were there in Costa Rica, I'm actually going to need to start here then. Right? No, I might need to start up higher. But while we were there in Costa Rica, we climbed through this waterfall, we climbed through all this stuff, and it melted my anxiety. Like, I came back a changed person, not because of the distribution. I came back a different person because for the first time in my life, I felt like I was exactly where I was supposed to be. To give you an idea, like, and this is why I say, like, do manufacturing, but have a plan to get out. I had spent 9 years working manufacturing, and it destroyed me. Like, in every single sense of the word, it destroyed me. My anxiety went through the roof. I was starting to destroy relationships. It was terrible. I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build this out. But it destroyed me, and when I left it, I was just basically sitting there going, please God, give me a sign that I'm at least going the right direction. And 8 years prior to all of this, I had a dream where I was walking up on a waterfall. I'm going to straight up, it wasn't exactly the same. Like, it wasn't exactly the same way that I walked up. It was something that in my brain was possible at the time. So, it was something that was possible at the time. So we were walking on a rope bridge through 2 mountain cliffs, or through 2 rock cliffs. And we rounded the corner and we were staring straight up at a waterfall. Catalyst. I have contemplated doing another channel. It's just the channels that I would want to do, I don't have enough time to research right now. So if I ever do go full time, that would probably be something that actually goes with it. But so walking through, or this dream, we were walking up and I looked up at the waterfall, and in that moment I felt as if I was right where I was supposed to be in that dream. But I woke up going, I'm never going to be in that spot. There's never going to be a reason why I'm looking up at a waterfall and feel like I have my life together or feel like I'm on the right path. There's never going to be a reason. There's never going to be a moment where I feel like that. And then down in Costa Rica, that happens. Like, so I remembered that dream 2 weeks before we went down to Costa Rica. A week before we go down, we get a message from one of our partners' employees, and they're like, hey, we got something really cool planned. We're going to be doing something really cool. I think everybody's going to really like it. It's going to be really cool. And he mentions this, and he's like, oh no, it's only like a 30-minute thing. We're not signing up for the hard thing. They got it like a thing where you like climb through the valleys, you climb through the rivers. We're not doing that. We're just going to drive to it. It'll be like 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back. We'll be good and we'll go unload the trailer. He wholeheartedly could have booked the correct thing. He could have booked the correct thing because at that point, I'm not going to say it to anybody, but starting with me at that point, God had taken control of that trip. And when I say my anxiety washed away, I mean it literally in that moment disappeared. I came back completely different because of it. And I say that I say that very heavily where I said God took control of that trip because we have chairs. We have chairs that we never ship out because nobody ever needs them, because nobody in these countries are that size. Like, nobody in these countries are that size. So we just have chairs that we don't send out. What we'll do is we'll scrap them down. We'll use them in chairs that we do send out. In one of these boxes, boxed up, was a 28-inch chair that on the day, and me and Fabio is his name. He was the guy down there that's like their chair expert. Him and I were looking at this chair going, what the heck? Like, this shouldn't even be here. Why is this here? And then he sends a message to our group chat or to the leader of Movienda Esperanzas, Adelita. Look up Movienda Esperanzas. Truly a great organization. The one I work for is Hope Haven International. Again, great organization, but I love the people over in Costa Rica too. So, yeah, Melon, yes. I'm in the middle of a story. I'm in the middle of a story. Yes, Melon, I see you over on Twitch. I need to change that to light gray in the middle there. I need to change that to light gray, but I'm actually really liking that. Thank you so much for the follow. But we're looking at this 28-inch chair going, why do we have this chair? Yeah, I see that, Melon. Thank you so much. Like, why do we have this chair here? Like, why is this 28-inch chair here? We're on our way back from the beach, and Adelita turns around and goes, you know, or I want you all to know we had a situation today where we received a chair that we didn't ask for. We received a 28-inch chair. Just Twitch and YouTube. TikTok is actually taking too much out of my GPU and it's possibly dying, so I need to get up to Minneapolis to get the warranty worked out on that. So, I need light gray. So that means I need my ink. She's like, we got a chair that we didn't intend to receive with the 28-inch chair. And I'm like, oh no, she's going to tell on us. Like my brain's going, okay, where's she going with this, right? Natural, right? And then she's sitting there going, well, Fabio just got back from scheduling everything. Harry, no, I don't. Why did you buy a chair anyways? What? No, we didn't buy a chair. This was a donated wheelchair that we sent to Costa Rica for a distribution. But so Fabio had gone back and he was going through and processing paperwork because they are really, really good at what they do. They've been doing this for 30 years. We've been doing it for 35, right? They are like what we try to model every single country based on how they do their distributions. And she was like, "We received this 28-inch chair. We didn't know what we were gonna do with it." All right, Catalyst. All good. Stay awesome, be awesome. Don't forget that you're loved and that you make the world a better place by being it. Stay awesome, be awesome. And we don't know what we were gonna do with it. Well, Fabio was going through the files, and he found this gentleman, and this gentleman's sizing is for a 28-inch chair. Now, I am on this trip with my boss at the time. That's one of the reasons why I went, is because, like, okay, I'm not going to be the one in charge of the trip. My boss is going to be there. He's been on 100, like 50, 40, I don't know. He lost track of how many trips he's been on. And his head whips around so fast, looking at me like, no way. They had a gentleman, like, that day put in a request for a 28-inch chair. And we all just we were sitting there like, okay. No, we don't send out broken chairs. All of our chairs are refurbished. Everything is looked over. We got old farmers that have been doing this since they retired. So we look over everything, and then we actually build chairs too. Like, that's the thing that everybody's after, except Costa Rica, is our kid chairs. Because our kid chair is, like, for its price, is the best that you can get. Like, it'll last longer than the rubber on the tires. So, there was also a gentleman by the name of Quincho who works down in Costa Rica who actually has no legs. So, he's riding around on his chair, and the way he interacts with people is just, oh my gosh. This is going to come out looking so good, and I'm so happy for that. Oh my gosh. This is like my warm-up to doing the mall trace over top of the city. And I am so stoked with how this is looking so far. So stoked with how this is looking so far. Like, I cannot begin to express how excited I am with how this is looking. I've fallen. You're going to try to stream? Okay. How you doing, Harry? How you doing? But yeah, it is above and by far the best job for me. Like, I am a person that needs to be, like, I love interacting with people. Like, it doesn't always seem like it. Like, there will definitely be people like, I don't believe him when he says that. I do love having positive interactions with people. So, like, the job that I'm working now is 10 times better than anything I could have ever hoped for. Like, I had quit my job, like, straight up, like, no call, no show. Don't ever do that. But I was just at the point where my life was so broken, and then this job was just sitting there on Indeed. Like, I applied for it. I had to tell him, like, hey, don't just give me the job because my mom has worked there for coming up on 40 years now. Like, I want this job because you think I should be in it. And it has straight up changed my life, and I tell my boss that all the time. So, I actually need to do a devotional on it, so, or on my just story from Costa Rica, because it is just, it's one of those that, like, you hear and you're like, No, that doesn't ever happen to people. Like, no, like, and I had a friend who put it the best way. It's like, it's literally my testimony. Like, that's what it is. It's my testimony. It's why I believe. It's why I will always believe. Like, it is my testimony. So do we do the gray for the outside? Then we do light gray. You know, this was the perfect sword to do. This was the perfect sword to do because I think it's gonna wind up being spruce. It's gonna wind up being spruce, dude. Like, oh my gosh. They knew I was gonna do this. I'm trying to get it in a different light. So that way I can verify that I want to use the gray concrete. So, but yeah. No, I genuinely love what I do and what my job is. So I'm not necessarily in a hurry to quit. I need to make sure I got the right amount. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That depending on the no, that's just always like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll change that one to black. And then underneath here, we'll do that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the 9th one will be black. That'll be surrounded by light gray, like so. Oh. We can do light gray here too. Like, I can't explain how my brain is working right now. Like, I genuinely don't know how I'm working. I wonder if I get a light gray terracotta. If that'll 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's where the hilt will start. Or, yeah. That's where the hilt will start. Yeah, Apollo, I'm not trying to look at that right now. I have 33 terracotta. All right, we gotta be choosy with it. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. So, like I said, I'm not gonna pay attention to it. Like, that's not the right color. Cyan, actually. How do I get cyan again? Green and blue. I genuinely don't know. Like, it is what it is. Like, but I genuinely don't know. Things have just been going up and up. So, yeah, it is. Let's go get cyan because I think cyan will actually probably be closer to the color that we want. So, but yeah, I do know. So, this is putting it out there because it is my goal. It's my goal to stay centered on who I am as a person. I will not be quitting my job until I can raise $1 million for my company or for my nonprofit. So, like I will not be quitting my job until I can raise $1 million for it. That's something I've come to terms with. That's something I've accepted, and that's something I'm going to stand by. So, but yeah. And however we do it, we'll figure out a way to do it. So, there is also a good chance that, so, you're all good. You're all good, King. Or, see, that's what we're looking for. That's the color we're looking for. But yeah, that is also a goal that I will try my best to speak into existence because I believe it deserves to be spoken into existence. Because the good that we can do with our budget versus some of these other nonprofits, like I straight up will have an issue with. So, yeah. Like I heard the budget of one of our partners and what ours is compared to that. And needless to say, I'm like, why can't we be doing more? So, but yeah, I genuinely believe like what we're doing. And the great thing about what we're doing is it's not just intended to like change somebody's life for a week. It's meant to change their life forever. It's meant to it's meant to be that calming of the water, the calming of the storm, like it's meant to be that, and if it's not that, we have failed. Like my boss will straight up tell you, if people don't leave feeling loved, then what we did was meaningless. And having a boss that thinks that like that, just it means the world. So William F. Oh no, Freddy. Friday, run! Friday, run! I'm gonna go for at most another 14 minutes here, so. But we're gonna get really close to all the way done on this, so I'm excited about that. I am excited about that. Oi. Pork chop. uh, Apollo, I am not the person. I am not the person. I am not the person to be asking for advice. Your boy has been shingle and ready to pringle for way too long. I do not. No. I might have the voice for it, but that does not mean that I. Well, this is the end. I finally alive. I might have the voice for it, but that does not mean that I myself possess the ability. Okay, so this is going to sound really, really funny. The only reason I remember to use cyan terracotta is because you know a Mumbo Jumbo in his season 7 Hermitcraft build. He used cyan terracotta in a lot of his build as an additional gray. So that's why I'm like, oh, hey, cyan. So, what farm am I building? I'm actually done building the farm. It's an iron farm. Right now we're decorating it, and we're putting a sword through it. So, yeah. If you come down here, you will see. Zzz. So while one's burning, another one is coming up. Yeah. I actually so. Oh my gosh, he has a friend now. He has a friend now. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I actually have it where they will spawn in here and they'll be like. Argh. So, if you're wondering what allows me to do that, it's called FreeCam. So, it's a streamer tool that you'll see used commonly on places like Hermitcraft. Welcome back to Hermitcraft. Yeah. Anyways, so we're on our black square right now. Okay, we're on our black square right now. Dude, I'm trying to figure out. Never seen an iron farm like that? Oh, yeah. We try to be different. So I have a basic one back in the old world. I farm build on Java. I was on Bedrock for a while, but then I was like, I really want to build farms, so we swapped over to Java. Yeah. But yeah, I play pretty much strictly Java at this point. So if that wasn't obvious, this server I've had for 6 years. But yeah. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. I got a PC, or I started playing on PC, and then it was like, yeah, it's all over. There is so much difference. Not even funny how different they are. So we're going to go with gray terracotta out to there. That'll complete the square. Okay. I got an idea of how to do this now. If you're wondering, yes, I have been winging it this whole time. Do I play Donut SMP? No. I only play on this because I got like 12 hours to stream every week. So I only do this one. So yeah. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much, guys. I love it so much. Oh, it's gonna look so good. It's gonna look so good. Oh, guys, it's gonna look so good. Dude, Paul, trust me. Okay, Jerry, trust me. It's gonna look so good. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You not so much. Sorry. All right, so we figured out how to do all this. So we're breaking it down to squares. So nice. So what I'll do I want to say what I want to do. That there. We'll do this. This. And I'm going to use. Yeah, that's how I want that to look. So, in the middle of the square. In the middle of the square, we actually will have this. Oh, nice. Yeah. Can definitely see where it would be toxic. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So right here is like the cutoff. And I need one more right there, if I'm remembering right. Hmm. Like that. Are you building the spawn point? No, Brad. What I'm building is actually just an entire city, so it's called Finrad. It's based off of a book that I wrote called Bosca Finrad. So there's the orphanage. That is actually part of the story. Bosk was an orphan before being adopted by Scar and Nova over here. Um, an iron farm like that would be really cool for a lobby. Yeah. So I'm building the sword first because like I need to build this top portion around it. So we built the bottom half, but now we need to make sure the top portion works well. So I am liking how the sword is coming out. I wish I had a better light gray. I just don't know if I do. So yeah. So we're building this guy. Yeah, this is all part of my book. It's a lot bigger than what you see right now. Like there's going to be another mount. I'm going to build a mountain there, put a castle on top of it. This is all going to lead up to the castle. There's going to be a harbor underneath. Like it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, the entire scale of it all. So I need to essentially do the exact same thing on the other side. So unfortunately, I'm building everything but normal. Yeah, I would say I am too. So unfortunately, I do need to get off because I need to get to bed because, yeah, I get to go work at my favorite job in the world. You're building casinos? Oh, no. Oh, no, Astral. Oh, no. Not casinos. Why the casinos? But we are actually going to end there because, yeah, we need to. It's getting late for me, so. And I'm an old man. We loaded a truck today. Your body's tired. So, but yeah, had a lot of fun tonight. We got really far on the sword, which I'm stoked about. We are gonna. I'm actually gonna stream tomorrow night too. I'm gonna go for a longer one. Hopefully, we'll get that done. We'll get more lampposts up. Probably build a small little park in between those two buildings. So, yeah. But we always end here because this is where we end stream. So, this is actually everybody that's ever been on the server. So, there are a lot of mods, VIPs from when I started streaming 6 years ago. So, yeah. Yo, Brad, thank you so much. Astro, thank you so much as well. I will let you guys see. So, this is what I call the old world. So, we got like barn there, barn there. This is our trading hall. This is the Tower of Winds. Was my first permanent build. And then this is my mob farm. if you notice, it's rendering. So, yeah. This was definitely the biggest project. I actually technically only finished it up a couple of weeks ago. So, it took like an hour to finish up. And then this is my bee farm, which I really, really love. It's my second favorite build, first favorite build in the old world. Because, yeah, if you come up here, you can actually watch the bees from within this little dome and like be same level as them. So, I really love it. And it does actually serve a function. So, yeah. But, yeah, with that, we're going to end there. So, yeah, I will hope to see y'all back. But yeah, I understand life can be busy sometimes. So, yeah, as always, stay awesome. Be awesome. Don't forget that you're loved. Don't forget that you make the world a better place by being it. Stay awesome. Be awesome. I will see you in the next stream. Bye. Bye. Oh my gosh, I thought I glitched through the glass. I do need to make a better entrance for it. Yeah, I do. We'll get there eventually. So, as always, stay awesome. Be awesome. Don't forget that you're loved and that you make the world a better place by being it. Stay awesome. Be awesome. Bye. Where's my